She says, God, I was so mean to you last night.
Yeah, she was. You were both mean to each other last night.
Hello there. Welcome to our little alcohol-fueled joyride, folks. I'm Dr. Seeker, your friendly controller, and a heck of a bartender if I do say so myself. But let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you. You're about to head into an audio journey through the adult side of Disney. Let's talk about booze. Pour it. Drink it. The adult humor can get a bit rough out there, so the alcohol will numb the senses. Flash photography? I wouldn't. It alters the tastefulness of the nudes you should be sending, and that's not good. Oh, and one more thing.
Fuck that little twig. This is horse shit. I podcast like I can.
I know it sounds sorted, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared, be prepared.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 84 of Three Sheets to the Mouse. We're five average guys with love for all things Disney. And joining me are three guys who are about to set sail on a 3-hour tour. Actually, it's like a 5-hour tour.
I was just going to say, if I paid this much for a 3-hour tour, I'm fucked.
Oh. Well, let's have the professor and Marianne.
No, that's incorrect. It's...
Tim.
I'm a skipper. I'm Gilligan.
Never gonna live this down for the rest of my life now.
I hope you got a bucket hat you're going to wear on the cruise. That'd be so
Well,
great.
there's a story behind it. Because go ahead, Tim.
Yeah. Well, we got the magnets from Jillian. She sent us door magnets for the cruise, and 2 of them are Mickey heads, and 1 has my name on it. It's got his captain's hat on it, and Adam's has a bucket hat on it, sailor's hat. So I was like, I jokingly sent her a message. Said, "Does this mean I'm the skipper and Adam's Gilligan?" She's like, "Well, I discussed it with Matt, and we both agreed that made more sense."
And I'm still not sure how I feel about this. It's kind of good, and it's kind of like...
I don't know how that made sense either. So.
Well, since we have the skipper and Gilligan here, let's welcome in the movie star, Ginger.
You know, I want to kind of go, but no, I'm not. I'm the Ginger. I don't have a beauty mark, but I got a purple dot on my ass.
You should get that looked at.
Well, we're here to talk to you about some Disney parks, Disney booze, and a little bit of debauchery in between. So sit back, relax, grab a rum runner, because that's what these three will be doing next week, and enjoy the adult side of Disney with Three Sheets to the Mouse.
That's what I did last night.
Yeah, you were running rum like nobody's business.
Felt like Richard Pryor.
Slinging rum. You were just bootlegging it.
I was.
So tonight on our episode, like we always do, let's start out with some drinks. Mikey, is there any rum left? And if not, why is the rum gone?
There is, because I refused to refill my wife's glass last night with more rum, and I gave her some hobo wine.
Why? I can't believe you put
That she
stevia in
sweetened
there.
with some stevia.
Wait, what?
And it actually made it taste like Moscato. A little bit, actually.
What was this?
She didn't. The Pinot was a little tart, and she asked for me to put some Splenda in it, and I just put some stevia because it's the first thing I found in there, and stirred it up and brought it to her. And she's like, "Oh, that's better."
That's exactly how that went.
Yeah. And that is the first time I've ever seen that happen.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I wouldn't normally
Welcome to
recommend it.
Arkansas. And let's be honest, though, it's a bag of wine that's been sitting in my garage for 3 weeks now, so it probably is on its last legs.
Ooh. Ew, it might have been rancid.
Hello, it's already fermented. It can't go anywhere but better.
No, it turns to vinegar.
It could turn to vinegar.
That's why it was a little tart.
Especially in a hot garage.
So you're telling me I can go to Walmart, I get me a bottle of vinegar and put some stevia in it, and I got a Pinot Grigio?
No.
I don't think that works that way.
From Australia? She still got some rum left. I'm not having any of it. I'm having a whiskey I've not had before. I'm having some Larceny.
Oh, it's good.
It is. I got a lot of like cinnamon almost on it, but it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it.
It's a solid whiskey for $17.
Well,
It's 20 some odd
damn,
bucks
that's
here.
cheap where you're getting it.
It's $17 at Boonton Liquor Outlet Wine Cellar.
24.
Yeah, I want to
down
say
here
it
in
was
Kansas.
because I was in a liquor store because I had to drive up to a different branch yesterday. And it was $25 where I saw it yesterday.
I like it.
Oh wait, no, Rebel Yell is $17. That was like
Oh, okay.
20. But it's still about $20.
It's 46%, which is impressive for a sub $25 bottle of whiskey. Normally they're all, tempered down to 40.
40, 41, 42. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I like it.
Not bad.
Thankfully, I'll still have it here when I get back from the cruise.
Woohoo!
There you go.
I don't plan on going through this whole thing by Thursday.
Well,
Unless we have a live show.
yeah, not happening. Tim, what are you drinking tonight?
I went on the way home on Friday and picked up all the wine for our cruise for us.
All the
was
wine
immense.
in the world for all the cruise?
Just for 3 cabins. And our local winery, if you buy a certain number of bottles, you get a discount. So I think I was buying like 6 from them because I picked up some from our store for Stephanie. And I had to add some extra bottles, so I picked up some extra bottles of Chamberson. And that's what we're drinking right now.
Nice. Adam, what about you? What do you got?
Same thing, because I have to go to work tomorrow at some point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
can't get smashed tonight.
So we split the bottle.
Well, it's kind of a wine night tonight because I'm actually drinking some Casillero del Diablo from Concha y Toro. It's a solid Cabernet from Chile. It's the kind of the lower end of that Marquis de Casa y Concha that we had at Tiffin's.
Oh, okay.
The Marquis is about 16. This one's about 9 for the bottle.
Yeah, we've had that.
It's good. I like it. Solid Chilean wine.
I like it too.
Can't go wrong with it.
Isn't it weird how is a misconception that people think that wine is always so expensive?
Eh.
And you can find a decent bottle of wine. Like what, Scott? You said it's $9.
Yeah, $9.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean, you
good,
look at
solid
12,
drinking wine.
You spend $15 on a bottle. You're usually going to get something that's decent.
Well, most of our wines that we get directly from the winery are about $13 to $15 depending.
They're $12 at our local wine.
Never mind.
I classify wine as really in 3 categories. One, there's the category where you're pairing with food, and so you spend a little bit more to get a little bit better wine that goes with what you're making, goes with what you're eating. Then there's the kind of wine that you kind of drink just to drink by itself, and that's kind of where this is. It's kind of a wine you're not going to really want to pair with anything, but once you've had your first bottle of good wine, you go to something else, something in the $10 to $17 range. And then there's the barefoot wine. You just you've had a really bad day, and your dog left you, and
Barefoot.
and you just need to get fucked up. So you fill your 3 sheets of the mouse stemless wine glass to the rim of it, and you drink away.
Plus, wine is the taste of wine is very subjective. I mean,
Yes.
I could like a $20 bottle of wine, and you could think it tastes like shit.
Or you could get an $80 bottle of wine, and someone says it tastes terrible, which is very
There was
possible.
a joke about Chateau Lafite that I forgot. I have to remember it and post it in the group. It's about something about the difference between Chateau Lafite and a box wine, and it's like $1,200 worth of water or something like that. I forgot. I forgot what it was.
Well, that and Chateau Lafite is really, really good, but really expensive. As we get ready to send you guys off on your cruise, Mikey, excited for your first? Is this your first cruise ever?
I mean, I've been on boats before.
No, big boats.
I've been on a barge.
Well, this one you don't have to run cargo.
I've not. Yeah, this will be my first actual cruise. Though I've been trying hard to get one, it's finally happened, and I'm excited. I'm super excited for the company that I'm going to be keeping.
Hell yeah.
And I'm even more excited for the company that ended up not coming. So
That's gonna stay. Now, Adam, you're like a pro. You're a veteran.
Yeah. I've just in my first Disney cruise, but I've been on.
I'm actually interested to hear when you come back the difference between other cruise lines and Disney, because I've never been on any other cruise line but the Disney cruise. That was my first, and that's my only one.
Royal Caribbean and Celebrity before this.
And Tim, this is not your first either.
No, it is my first.
Oh, it is your first.
It is my first.
Oh,
Now-
we're going to be so bloody when we leave port, Tim. Cherry stains all up and down the poop deck.
Oh, God.
Ouch. So I have just one request. Is Dub Smash still a thing, Mikey?
What?
That it's that app where you can do karaoke, but it's not really karaoke. You just
If you think I'm going to open up any app on my phone besides the Disney Cruise app, you're mistaken because I'm not. There's money.
I just want Mikey on the top deck on the bow, holding Tim, and reenacting Titanic.
That means I die.
No, not in the water.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what that means. And Tim has plenty of room on the door and just doesn't let you on.
I'm a pretty big fella. I understand your motivations, Tim. But seriously, you probably could have put me on someone else's chunk of wood.
No, you guys are gonna have a great time. I'm really looking forward to hearing all about it when you come back.
There'll be plenty of video.
I want lots of video. Post when you get back in port.
There's some free Wi-Fi in Bermuda.
There might be, yeah.
You got to get to it, but it's there. Like the visitor center has free Wi-Fi for 1 hour per person.
Should.
Otherwise, you can spend like $10 and get a full day of it available from the boat if it's in port.
Now, real quick,
no, through Bermuda, not through Disney.
But
I was looking at what AT&T offers for their cruise packages and island packages. It's ridiculous.
I read that the Royal Dockyards is now full Wi-Fi, and it's like $10 for 24 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, but I'm not paying for Wi-Fi.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
I'll go buy a coffee somewhere, and I'll spend $10.
Because what will end up happening is I'm going to turn my phone on like an idiot, and everything's going to go nuts.
I'll tell you
turn it
what,
off.
that week of just being disconnected was kind of amazing.
Forward to it. I'm really looking
Oh,
forward to it.
no. I'm going to be texting these guys through the Disney Cruise app like nonstop.
Yes, you can.
I'm going to have anxiety.
So real quick, because tonight's show is kind of a questions. It's a little Q&A, a little Ask Me Anything. We have enlisted the help of the Sheeters.
The Nation.
The Nation, the Three Sheets Nation came to play, and they have some very, very intriguing queries for the four of us.
I'm scared.
Be very afraid, Adam. Be very afraid.
Maybe you
but
should
real
be
quick-
prepared instead.
Let me start with one of my questions to the three of you. What thing are you most looking forward to next week? Mikey.
Meeting these two guys. I mean, I can't not say that that's the thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met the damn dudes. I'm looking forward to meeting Tim and Adam. That's what, yes, there's a cruise and there's this and that, and sure, there's Tangled and, something about a snuggly duckling and some boneless wings, but at the core of it, it's not the fact that I can play shuffleboard with James Goodman. It's the fact that these guys are my wine runners. So
While true, that was the biggest cop-out you've ever had.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
That is...
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure it's
Mike
true.
is the only one we haven't met in person yet.
Well, you have to understand, this is... Yes, the vacation is going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. I've been to Bermuda before. So there's really nothing that's changed that much. It's really about the company this time for me.
Well, what about on the cruise? What about on
you
the
mean
ship?
like an activity?
Yeah, like an activity.
Oh, okay.
Are you
I know
looking-
Mikey's looking forward to shuffleboard.
Yeah.
He keeps talking
I've
about
never played shuffleboard, and that's like such a cruise thing, and I'm going to be celebrating my midlife at 40 years of age, so why not do a little shuffling boards?
Now, have you ever played the bar shuffleboard? It's the one with like
I
the
mean,
salt
like,
on the
not
table.
for real. I walk by, and if there's a puck sitting there and there's some salt on there or sand or whatever the hell it is, I fling it to the other
Sawdust.
end. I don't pay attention to what's going on. I mean, I know it's basically just, dry curling
Without the sweepers.
without the Russian team.
So, Adam, what are you looking forward to? What activity? What thing? Dinner?
I'm actually looking forward to the mixology clubbers that we finally got signed up. I'm really happy about that because I'm really, really excited for that.
They're really good. They're awesome. The bartenders. I hope you guys get Fletcher and Mulroy.
Sounds like the names of a couple of busts you'd find at, like, the Haunted Mansion in
Yes,
a
most
different
definitely.
country.
Yeah.
I'm also going to want to see if we can get a bourbon tasting or whiskey tasting once we get on the ship.
Yeah, go to the concierge and go an hour before. If you walk up an hour before to the concierge, they may have some spots open where someone canceled. Because there was a couple times we had to cancel, like the tequila tasting because 2 people just didn't want to do it. So go there a couple hours before and see if there's any availability, or just hang out by the Keys bar when they're doing the check-in, and if there's open seats, to be like, hey, those right there.
Can we get in?
Can we get in?
Grease some palms.
Yeah, grease and palms. And the bartenders run those things, and they actually at the door, like, checking you guys in. So if you get to Keys that first night, the first day you're on the ship, talk to the bartenders, get to know them, because they will remember you. It's not that many souls on board.
They'll remember us because there's not that many alcoholics on board.
Yes,
Well,
great answer. So while Adam and Mikey have given theirs, Tim, what about you?
I don't know. I'm looking forward to the vacation in general. I need a vacation bad. It's been a rough couple months. I'm just looking forward to getting away.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to hear your trip report when you guys get back. We'll have a special episode for that, just for you guys. So on to Three Sheets Nation. We asked them to kind of give us some questions. If they had questions about the parks, about the resorts, about Disney movies, anything. Is Frozen better than Moana? But luckily, we don't have to answer that tonight.
We don't have
Now-
time for that answer.
We're going to start off with Brent Burke, brand new admin. He wants to know best Italian food in Walt Disney World, and he wants real experiences only. What you've had.
I'm out. I've never eaten. The only thing I've ever ate at was the pizzeria.
No, we've eaten at Tutto Italia,
That was it.
and we've eaten at Via Napoli.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's you guys, because I've never, so...
You
Out
never
of
had?
those two, I would say Tutto Italia, for sure.
See, I enjoyed Via Napoli though.
I enjoyed Via Napoli as well, but Tutto Italia for me was better.
I enjoy
But
both. of them.
you're a pizza addict. That's why.
Tutto Italia wasn't the pizza.
Yeah.
Via
I'm
Napoli
getting
was
them
the
confused. I always get them confused. They're right, of course. They're right in that little area. I like the more restaurant side.
That's
than the
Tutto
pizza.
Italia.
Yeah,
I like
that's Tutto
Tutto
Italia.
Italia.
I will probably second Tutto Italia. Now, Tutto Italia is the better of the Italian restaurants on property. It's wonderful. The food is very good. The service is amazing. I mean, they treat
Yes.
you like family. I mean, it's like going
Without
in
a
someone's
doubt.
home and you are basically sitting down for a family dinner with them, and they're basically bringing you food, and it's awesome. They're really welcoming. They always, when you have kids there, kids eat free with the parents. So, pro tip: if you have kids and they're under the age of 4, they will actually let them eat, chicken tenders and green beans for free. They're really awesome. I also really recommend Tutto Gusto, the wine bar. They do have some small appetizers, small plates. The wines there are amazing. And yes, the wine flight is really, really good there.
Of course it is.
That the zucchini tart that they have at Tutto Italia is one of my favorite appetizers on property.
I don't
Okay,
think
so-
I've had that one, but it sounds really good.
Oh, it's really good.
Have either of you guys? Is there an Italian restaurant in Springs? Is Disney Springs? Do they have anything?
They're both
few.
new.
Yeah, there's like 4
They're
now.
both new.
Oh my gosh, Little Italy.
Yeah, and they're all new.
Paradiso. What else is
Maria
there?
and
Maria and
Enzo's.
Enzo's. The Speakeasy has some Italian food. There's a new pizza place. Yeah, there's a ton of Italian food now. And look, there's some high-end ones.
Il Molino.
Yeah, Il Molino. I'm dying to try Il Molino. I really want to go there. And one of these next trips coming up, we're definitely going to do Il Molino.
See, I
We
just
have one here.
I know
that's
we
the
have
thing.
one
I
in New York.
have good Italian restaurants here. This is not something I'm going on vacation to eat.
Yeah.
Unless I'm in Italy or something that I can't necessarily get here. Like, if I want, like, Asian influenced food, yes, I would check out Morimoto's, because that's not something I can get here. But I have high-end Italian here. I don't necessarily need... 5 minutes from Jersey. Jersey has some of the best Italian restaurants anywhere.
This is true.
Well, we have a great one right downtown.
Exactly. You guys fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
Has his own cooking show on the local network here.
No, there are definitely better Italian food in most people's hometowns. So, like I said, I think that the only one I would really recommend is Tutto Italia for a sit-down dinner. Via Napoli's good. The pizza's all right. It's the best pizza you're going to get in Disney.
I enjoyed it. I want to say the drink that, from what I had, was very overpriced.
Yes, it was. The beer there is pretty expensive.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was good. I don't necessarily need to run back there though.
Pro tip: avoid Mama Melrose and Tony's
Is
Town
Mama
Square.
Merrill's still open?
Yes, it is.
Avoid Tony's Town Square like the fucking plague. It's
Yes,
Chef Boyardee.
absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. Brent's wife Sydney wants to know if we're doing a live show. No.
No.
We're live right now with each other.
Recorded live.
Recorded live in front of a live studio audience.
Of 4.
Yeah,
not you.
right.
But you know what? We'd be more than happy to not raffle, but a subscription service. Catch the stream privately. No, not really.
Not really.
No.
We only
No.
have
So
3 people
Rachel's-
that would subscribe.
So Rachel Spear wants to know, what is your favorite non-ride experience at each park? So I'm going to tell you to pick one park. Pick one park, not each park, but pick
Yeah.
one park, and give me your favorite non-ride experience. So non-ride,
vague,
non-attraction.
So non-show then too, right?
Yeah, that's considered an attraction.
Yeah, non-ride, non-attraction.
So
We'll
just
call
kind
it
of like
non-attraction
a
experience.
sundry item, I guess, a miscellaneous
Yeah,
thing. That okay.
It has to be in the park though, right?
in the park.
Yeah.
He says, meh.
It just makes it that much harder because everything I can think of that comes to mind is an attraction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, the Rose and Crown pub. I love just going in there, sitting down at the pub, talking to the cast members there, the bartenders. They're really, really friendly, and as Trenton and Brant have showed us, you might get into Christopher Robin's room if you talk to them well enough. So yeah, that's something I've always loved. I always love that pub.
I like the street atmosphere at Harambe Market. Back in the back there, and it's just you can hear the. I just like all the Imagineering that went into that entire section. Granted, Pandora is mind-boggling and mind-blowing, but for opening day at Animal Kingdom, what went in back there, it's really cool. There's just so many details that everybody walks right past, and every time we get back there, I just like stopping for a little bit and just taking it in. It's a lot of fun. They got like the dancers, the musicians are back there, right? Or am I getting it mixed up? Okay, yeah. So I mean, that's just that whole thing. I really enjoy that.
It really is cool. All the signage on the walls, all the decor that Joe Rohde put into that. Really, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
The audio they pipe in from the faux windows on all them buildings, so it sounds like people are inside and behind the walls. It's awesome. People just walk through there and think they got to go fucking Tusker House and get their breakfast or get up to the safari, but No, just walk around.
That made me think of another one. I'll let Tim and Adam go first.
Does people watching count?
Oh, absolutely.
I like to grab a drink and a snack at an Epcot table, also known as a trash can, and because the weirdest people walk through World Showcase.
I
was actually on Google Earth last night. They have the street view now, and you could walk through the park. And I was people watching through the park, and there was some weird people going around in the park that night.
Your wife's leggings.
There you go.
There you go.
You know, sometime in September of 2017, there was about 40,000 people watching someone in women's clothes.
I'm just saying
I met some Lula
Google
Bros.
Earth that I was watching had a lot of people with cut-off denim shirts.
Oh,
Just
God.
saying.
Oh, yeah.
Adam, what about you?
I don't know if mine's gonna count. I'm gonna say the Pirates League thing. The
That counts?
little adventure that you get with the map.
That counts.
I don't know if that's an attraction or not.
It's a non-ride. It's an ancillary item. I would count that.
I don't think it's counted as an attraction.
Okay. I didn't know if it counted as a attraction, but that was a lot of fun when we did it.
No, because
Yeah,
I would sit there and say that, you know, Kim Possible's not really an attraction. Oh, no, it's not Kim Possible anymore. It's
No, it.
Perry the Platypus.
yeah, Perry the Platypus.
Agent
Pease.
P.
Agent P.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. It takes you all throughout Adventureland, and it's really pretty interactive. And certain things happen when you do certain other things, and it's cool to watch. So I kind of enjoyed that.
It's not just staring at a screen like the Magic Kingdom game. The
Sorcerers, yeah.
Sorcerers.
No, Sorcerers, the higher level you get, you can actually screw up pretty bad, from what I understand. And you actually have to pay attention to what cards you're using, and I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. So
Gotta catch them all, man.
Yeah.
I just want all the cards.
The other one I kind of thought of after Mikey said his Harambe piece was, if you go to the Chapeau over on Main Street, the hat store, there's a phone on the wall.
Yes.
Like an old style phone on the wall. And if you pick up the receiver and listen, you hear a conversation between various people on the line, and it's really cool just to sit down and listen to it. Just a little old school touch.
A couple years ago, I didn't think it still worked, but we picked up the phone and it still works.
Still works, and ham is still 15 cents a pound, and she is absolutely floored by it.
And that barn is still on fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so Erin Marie asks, what is your favorite thing you've ever eaten on property? Doesn't have to still be there, but if it sounds really good, I'm going to be sad I can't try it.
Two things come to mind, and neither one of them are... Well, one is on the menu still, but it's not the same.
Oh, he's going to choose mine.
And that's the pork belly at Flying
With the
Fish.
egg. Damn it.
Isn't that still on the menu?
It is,
Yeah.
but they do not serve it with the poached quail egg anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, that made the dish. Because you break that yolk, and it runs all over the pork belly, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That
Tim almost didn't eat the quail egg, and I made him eat it.
that I had at
I'm glad I did.
I had that same dish with the poached quail egg at Artist Point many, many years ago. That's like 2011. And yes, that is damn fine. That is damn good eating.
And the other one was the first time we ever ate at California Grill. They had this goat cheese pizza that was absolutely amazing, and that's no longer on the menu anymore.
What about you, Mikey? Best
Well-
thing you've eaten on property?
They've only been twice, and we're not, eaters that typically go to someplace for, a nice, classy type of meal. So I don't have a lot to pull from, but what I have had, I don't know if it was just because it was so damn late and we were all so damn tired and so damn hungry, because that helps things taste better.
Mm-hmm.
But damn it, the taco burger at Pecos Bill's
Oh, that was good.
hit
We've had
the
that.
damn
We've had
spot right after the toppings bar. I mean, it was, it's I would say for a quick serve item, that's really good.
Yeah.
Pecos Bill's Taco Burger is probably the best burger in any of the parks.
They've got a lot of new ones. And, like the Magic Kingdom cards, you got to catch them all. You got to eat them all. I will say,
Not the one from Sunny Eclipse.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say no. You don't have to eat them all. That is not true.
I will say, I'll echo Mikey. One of the best things I've ever eaten on property was at the Liberty Public Inn at the American Adventure in Epcot, and they had a burger, a 3rd-pound Angus burger. This was right when they first started doing this in like 2012. It was a 3rd-pound Angus burger, and then it was topped with pulled pork, topped with bacon, and topped with Tillamook cheddar cheese. It was epic. It was really, really good. And I still miss that burger.
They still serve it somewhere.
I've seen it. I've seen pulled pork burgers. I think that's now at the Geyser Point bar and restaurant. I think they do have that there. But it's good. Adam, what about you?
Well, since Tim stole my original one,
Your pork
I'm gonna
belly?
go with the octopus.
Oh, yes.
At Tiffin's.
Yes, that was probably one of the best things I've ever eaten.
It's just so good. It's I get it almost every time we go.
So much that when Andrew and I went out to Greek in the city, I made her eat grilled octopus because it's just that good.
It's something that you have to try.
Yes. And if it's still there, and I think it's still on the menu, get it.
It's still there.
Get it. All right, so Amanda Taliska asks, what's been your favorite thing you've ever done at the parks? And what's something you would love to do but have not? So Adam, we'll
So
start.
far, the thing that I want to do is take one of the tours. Like either walking in Walt's footsteps or just one of those tours. I still haven't done one of those yet. Or behind the Kingdom tour. Some of the favorite things I've done in the park, I want to say like the parties. The Halloween party I really had a lot of fun at. Something different.
Yeah. Tim, what about you?
Well, my favorite thing I've ever done in the park was Party for the Senses.
Oh yeah. But I didn't know if I would count that as in the park because it was almost like a dining
in the park.
experience.
It was in the park. It was in
park.
the
It was in the
park.
Millennium Village.
One of the things that I want to do that I haven't done yet is Victoria and Albert's.
That's not in the park.
I'll let that.
Yeah, I was said in the park, but I didn't. Did she say in the park though?
Yeah.
Only to the first one. She says, "What's something you would love to do but haven't?" So I'll take that.
Oh, okay.
I'll take it.
Good answer.
Yeah. Mikey, what about you?
This will come across as a cop-out, but I still really want to do Carousel of Progress.
If you can find
If you
it.
can find
I can
it.
find some bitchin' thing.
There's a giant sign, a actually huge sign. I want to say it's like a good 5.5 feet tall by 3.5 feet wide.
That's not
Not sure how you miss
You
it.
can't miss the building. It's a giant circle.
because when I'm in Tomorrowland, all I see is Space Mountain, the big cone. It's kind of conical.
Mikey, well, look, if you go on the Tomorrowland Transit Authority,
Where's that?
they'll tell you where it is.
He couldn't find that either, though, I thought.
Nope. So that's something that I still really want to do. There's a whole lot at Magic Kingdom that I still want to do that I haven't done. But I would say it's one of the... Is it one of the funnest things I've done, or my favorite thing, or...
Yeah, what's your favorite thing you've ever done?
And this is just me, but it's at Magic Kingdom. One of the favorite things I've done for me is Enchanted Tales with Belle, because if you get in there and you get people who haven't done it before, and that mirror doorway thing happens, and people, it's like the end of the Sixth Sense movie when you watched it in theaters and no
Still
one
trying to
knows
figure out how they
coming.
do it.
Because it's great, and then also every time I've gone to it, I've got to be a suit of armor, so I've always got to get up there and be locked in arms with Belle.
Nice. The favorite thing that I've ever done at the parks, there's only one thing that to me is one of my favorite things in the world, and that is Illuminations. I love the show. It is my favorite fireworks show of all time, my favorite nighttime show of all time. I love it. It's my favorite thing at Epcot. And then walking out of Epcot after Illuminations, when they're playing the soundtrack to the Tapestry of Nations parade. And then that song that comes right after it, it's called Promises. It is just a beautiful song, and it chokes me up every time. So that is my favorite thing.
And where is Illuminations? I've missed it.
Epcot World Showcase Lagoon.
That,
well, for now,
part of me,
going away.
Part of me just died right there.
Yeah. I hear it's going away.
I hate you.
They're going to pack Figment up along with that great big flaming globe, and they're going.
I'm okay with the first part of that query. What's something I would love to do? Man, I mean, I've been a lot. I would say this is a hard one. I would have to probably echo Adam, and I want to do the Keys to the Kingdom tour. It's a long tour. It's like 8 hours or 5 hours, but I want to do one of the tours, the walking tours, because I love history and I love learning, and a chance to go through the Disney parks and to learn about the Disney parks, or even do like the Epcot tour where you walk around World Showcase. Yeah, that's the one. The one we talked about on how to plus your Disney trip. That is the Epcot walk around World Showcase where you grab lunch and then the tour guide takes you around each of the places and points out different things. I would love to do that one. Absolutely. So, Seamaj Namdug, the great Seamaj Namdug, wants to know...
Why do I have a feeling we're in for it right now?
He's got a couple of dudes.
This is not going to be the first time we mention his name.
He must have had an off night tonight because he got a lot of questions.
Seamaj Namdug wants to know, would there ever be a trip to Walt Disney World that you would not visit a Disney park? I'm going to say no.
I can't say that because maybe when I get older and can't do the parks anymore.
I'm going to need to go to Epcot at least.
I can't say that because I still want to go to the place that shall not be mentioned.
Right.
SeaWorld? You want to go to SeaWorld?
Sure. And
I want to go to Parrot Kingdom.
What's that, Gatorland? Is that Gatorland?
Yeah, Gatorland.
But
yeah.
I really, really, really want to go to Halloween Horror Nights.
I could see that.
Because really looks like a fun time.
So, Mikey, what about you? Would you ever go to Disney World and not visit a park?
I mean, I guess I would probably have to be a points owner to really even make this question valid for me, because if I'm not DVC, then there's no reason I would go and stay on property and then not go to a park because I'm spending the money.
True.
And so really, if I, to echo Adam, the only reason I would not, I mean, yeah, there's enough stuff you can do outside of the world, or outside of the four resorts. There's a shitload you can do at Disney Springs, which is technically not one of the parks. And if you wanted to just waste your day away, you could go to the wide world of sports.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, something has to be going on there, though.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Because they don't have events there all the
just
time.
walk around all day.
I mean, you can walk
mow
around.
the
You
yard.
can go to the HP Pavilion and check out the museum, but it's not that big.
So
Yeah, there's not much to see there.
no, I'm going to have to go. If the trip is 3 days or more, I will absolutely be in a park at some point. So, and it's not like because I feel obligated. It's just like I want to. So, what the hell kind of question is that?
Yeah, I mean, there's not much to do at Wide World of Sports. I mean, that's why we did a whole episode on.
As we learned last night, the Goodmans are old,
Apparently, I said that.
so they
Yes,
don't
you did.
they don't go to the parks every time when they go.
That's
I can see that when I get older, not going to the parks every time.
I can see it when I get older, but like I said, there are other things to do in Florida besides the theme parks.
There are other things to do in Orlando.
No, I mean, I get it. I look, I could spend a full week in Orlando playing golf at the myriad of golf courses that are in and around Orlando.
You could. You could.
But would I stay on Disney property for that? No, I'd probably stay at the cabins at Orange County National, or at Bay Hill, or at Reunion, or at the Waldorf.
But if you have a surplus of points for 1 year,
Oh, then yeah, maybe. I mean, I would love to take a golf trip with my buddies and stay at Disney property and play the 3 Disney courses and then play Orange County right above the Magic Kingdom and the Waldorf.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is more of a DVC question because
Yeah.
I don't think I would
James
pay
clarified that, saying
Okay.
obviously it's for points owners.
Right.
because I would never pay Disney World hotel prices just to stay on property.
No.
And not go to the park. It's not worth it.
Okay, so Carly also wants to know overrated and underrated items at each park. So, Adam, you're going to take Hollywood Studios, Mikey, Animal Kingdom.
Oh crap! I already had mine. I already had my answer.
Mikey, you're going to take Animal Kingdom. Tim, take Epcot, and I'll do Magic Kingdom.
I wanted to do Magic Kingdom. I alady had my.
Okay, you can have Magic Kingdom. I'll take Hollywood
overappreciated.
Studios.
When you say items, is these like items you buy or attractions or experiences or what?
That is up to your interpretation. Adam, Magic
So I
Kingdom.
have Epcot.
I know I'm gonna get a lot of flame for this. I do love this one thing, but I do think the Dole Whip is a bit overrated.
I can see that.
Yeah. agree.
It's good. Don't get me wrong, and I do have one every time I go, but it's not the craze that it should be.
The love for it, it's warranted, but sometimes it is overly zealous.
Yes, there's like fight me wars on
Right,
it. No,
right.
It's not that. great.
I'm not going to fight you over it. It's okay. It's good. Trust me. Like Adam, I get it every time. It's all right. Citrus Swirl's better.
Most underrated. I'm gonna actually say Skipper's Cantina.
I want to try that.
It was the food that I had was really good. I really enjoyed my meal there.
Nice.
And I was surprised about how much I enjoyed it. And there were tables that were empty, so
I think it's a walk. Like you can walk up and get a reservation.
sometimes, yeah. Depending if it's not busy, you can, yeah.
All right, Tim. What about
Not
you?
busy time of year.
Epcot.
See, most overrated is easy, and that's Le Cellier.
Yep.
That piece of shit restaurant just needs to go away. Underrated?
The Moroccan
I
penis.
don't know. I've never seen it. So I
That
can't
is
say.
huge and glorious.
It's awesome.
I still have never seen it, and we've walked to
Keeps
the Moroccan
showing up
Pavilion
on the
a dozen
Facebook
times.
group.
That's kind of my fault. I do a picture there every trip. Every trip.
Well, let's recreate something in November, I guess.
I'm gonna have to make a generalization for underrated, and that's any of these Circle Vision movies. People don't see them enough.
Yeah.
I agree.
Especially the France one.
I love the French.
I
one.
love
I
the
love
French
it too. It's a great place to sit. Nope.
French, you
You
can
could sit
sit.
in France.
Oh, that's right. I was
France's
thinking
theater,
of Canada
yeah.
because it's like it's basically French America.
Yeah, no, I like the France one. I do like the Canadian one. The Chinese movie,
I like the Chinese one.
I do too. It
I
is
didn't
very
hate it.
dated.
Yes,
It is very
extremely so.
Like Canada's dated, but it's acceptable.
It's got a mountain and a waterfall.
And it's got Marty Short.
I mean, on episode what was that? Episode
Wait, you don't know an episode again?
64.
The world is ending.
64.
The world is coming to an end.
Episode 64. We had a Canadian on to talk about it, and he actually liked the show.
I think all the Circle Vision shows need updates.
They do, absolutely.
They do badly.
All right, so
Upused.
Mikey, Animal Kingdom, overrated, underrated.
I'm going to catch some shit for this, but I don't care. I think overrated is Expedition Everest.
Okay,
think-
so if you are interested in hosting at Three Sheets the Mouse,
Send your resumes
I
to.
think it gets it because it's the only roller coaster there, really. I mean, if you don't count.
Have you
Terminal
ever
Row.
ridden it at night?
I have, and I think
Not
another reason
overrated
that
at
it
all.
gets overrated is because the Yeti don't move, so it's become kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing. Everybody likes to ride it and then flip their hairbands up at the peak. It just
Which, by the way, Joe Rody thinks is weird.
it is weird.
and people
It
have
is
to go up there
weird.
and pick that up. And honestly, if you don't want hair in your food, I don't fucking want them on my Disney ride.
I think honestly that queue is underrated because people just like stand around and look at their phones.
Yeah.
That queue is amazing, and, not
And
just
you'll
the
get a
museum
turn,
part.
Scott,
What?
for your overrated and underrated.
I don't have Animal Kingdom.
I know, but I just
He wasn't done.
He's stealing your thunder.
I like it, but I think it gets just a whole lot of attention because it's the only coaster there. Now, what do I think is underrated? The Wilderness Explorers activity you can do.
That was a lot of fun.
That is
I had
way
a lot of fun
underrated.
doing that as an adult.
It's
Shockingly how much fun I had doing that as an adult.
I would say that is more enriching than the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
Because you're engaging with cast members whose sole purpose of being there is to wait for someone to come up and engage with them. And they've spent time learning this, and they want to tell it to you. And they present it in an informative way that you don't get so terribly confused about what they're talking about. I mean, you walk out of there, and you get your little sticker, and you feel like you've learned something. Because
you have to be careful, though, with that, though, because some of them are really, really meant for kids.
Yeah, well...
Like the dinosaur
one
bone.
Yeah.
I'll dig for...
I mean, some of them are really... But, like, I learned stuff from some of them. The lady who wrote our names...
In Swahili?
Yeah, which was really cool.
I wanna do that, and especially now that Ethan is about that age where he could enjoy that. I think that's something we're gonna do. Overrated and underrated at the Magic Kingdom.
No.
Hollywood Studios.
Oh, Hollywood Studios.
The whole park.
It's
overrated.
It's both for the whole park.
The whole park.
You can
is
get away with
overrated,
saying
yeah.
just yes and move on.
Overrated.
I know what Trenton would say.
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror.
Yeah. I'm going to
love
say
Tower of
overrated
Terror.
is probably just the whole park. I honestly, at this point, I'm not sure if you have to spend a whole day there, if like you have one of those non-park hopper passes, it's overrated. I would not waste a day there.
No.
Underrated is the Streetmosphere, the Citizens of Hollywood. They are unbelievable actors. They are improv just perfection. Some of them are remnants from my favorite club, which is the Adventurers Club. There's a few holdovers still left. They're wonderful.
Are they still left after the last round?
Yeah, there's a couple still left. Otis T. Wren and Jeeves the Butler is still there. Great performance.
There's rumors that Streetmosphere has been drastically cut within the last week or so, too.
Yeah, Bob Chapek is a dick. Hope you're listening, Bob.
I don't think it's going to fit with the new theming of the park.
No, and you know what? It probably won't. I can see them getting rid of the Hollywood that never was kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say that whole strip leading up to Tower of Terror won't fit with the rest of the park.
Which is unfortunate because that is my favorite part of the park. I love that. I love going back to like 1930s Hollywood.
I agree with you, Scott. I do too.
But it hasn't been that for such a long time.
I know.
And again, Aerosmith never fit into 1930s.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Steven Tyler was around in 1930. He was alive.
He does. He scats on a couple songs.
He does.
And you mean he shout on a microphone? That's not scatting. That's just making noise to fill up dead space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
because he forgot the fucking words.
So C Match Damn Duke asked, "Ever get so pissed that you left a park?"
Yes.
I didn't make it to
a few times.
I didn't make it to Animal Kingdom one time because I got so pissed waiting for the line to get into Animal Kingdom that we just said, "This is too fucking long. Turn around and get back in the car," because we rented a car, and drive to another park. And we did, and we went to Epcot and it was empty.
My one story is when freaking Magic Kingdom was a madhouse.
Yeah.
And I just got so frustrated. I'm like, I can't be here anymore.
That was the first time we
people.
actually saw cast members with signs telling people which side of Main Street to walk.
Oh, God, I would shoot myself if I ever got that busy.
Yeah, we left. We left,
and we went to Hollywood Studios, and Hollywood Studios was empty.
Mikey, what about you? Ever get so pissed?
Actually, there's been a few times. Like, when I'm really thinking about it, we left Hollywood Studios. while waiting in line after the race, and Star Tours wasn't moving. The line for Star Tours, and we were waiting on it for a half hour, and I'm like, I am not waiting anymore. There's nothing else to do here. Let's go someplace else. And Animal Kingdom when it was raining, when it was just miserable, and I'm like, I don't want to play this game.
I think we left the park one time because we were fighting with each other, and it's like, listen, I'm done.
I was gonna say, I'm 99% sure, and Andrea can probably back this one up. There was some fight we had about Ethan and something that he I don't remember what it was, but we got on the bus and we're just like mad storming out of there because we're fighting over something about Ethan.
We've actually even fought going into a park too. Well, that's another story.
That was a mistake. I'll never live that down.
Mikey, what about you? Ever get so pissed you left the park?
No, because I'm in it to win it. If the park's too damn crowded for me, I'll find something else to do, I guess. But I've never been there when it was too damn crowded, so I've never had that type of situation. And usually my fuse is a wee bit short and soaked in kerosene, so it doesn't take a whole lot to set me off. But
well, you're a ginger.
When I am there, Captain. No, you are one of the.
He's Thurston Howell, apparently.
Yeah, he's Thurston.
He's got rich things to do.
That's James and Jennifer.
No, he has to be Thurston House because he had better rich things to do.
He had rich things to do last night. Like play golf.
Cookie, bring me my wine, Cookie.
He called her Lovey.
Lovey. I thought it was Cookie.
Lovey.
No,
It was Lovey.
no, that was Cuba Gooding Jr.
Well, Thurston Howell and Lovey burn alive in their grass huts. Right, Mike? You know that.
No, I've never left.
Okay, come on.
Okay, so Michael Enderlin wants to know, speaking of blowing things off, have you ever blown off a fast pass so you could drink? Yes. 99% sure I have.
I've blown off fast passes to do other things, but I don't remember if it was drinking.
It might have.
Might have been, because I think we went to Epcot when we blew off the fast pass, but I don't remember.
I know we blew off a fast pass to sit down at La Cava many times. Because basically,
Well, that's Epcot, though.
Yeah.
If your fast pass is in Epcot, I can see that. No, this was in Magic Kingdom. We blew off a Seven Dwarfs Mine Train to do something else, but I don't remember what it was.
Amanda Taliska's back. If you could visit one of the international parks, what would it be?
I'm going to get hate. So I'm not going to say anything.
I want to go to Paris. I want to see Disney in Paris.
It's nice. Been there, done that. Don't need to do it again.
Good for you. But I haven't. And just that's the one that I want to go to because I think in addition to seeing Disneyland Paris, since I'm in Paris, I could see potentially France. I don't
Yes,
know that I
you could see
want
France.
to see Shanghai because I would just walk around to every cast member and just go, thanks! All day long.
Thanks, Shanghai.
You fucked up Disney World when you opened. But no, I'd like to go to Disney in Paris.
Adam, what about you?
I was going to say Shanghai, but then I thought, I really, really want to go to Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo for me.
Yeah, that was mine too.
Disney Sea looks mind-blowingly amazing from what I've watched the videos of.
The fact that
The flight would kill me.
the fact that you can
Flight would kill me.
the fact that you can practically stay. The fact that you can practically stay in the park and you can have a room facing the lagoon at Tokyo Disney Sea.
That's not... But
It's
just,
just cool.
Just the theming.
I know.
Just looking at the theming, it's just so beautifully themed.
It is.
And it just looks
So
so
it's
amazing.
a beautiful park.
And I do want to see Japan one day.
I really, I really want to go to Tokyo Disney. I will get over eating the phallic shaped food. I'll be fine with that.
Yeah.
You don't like pickles and bananas?
No, it's like everything is flaccid penis.
Everything is shaped. Yeah, everything is shaped like a penis. in Tokyo Disney for some reason.
Sea Match is back, and we're getting real here.
Uh-oh.
Boxers or briefs? Best sensitive parts, undergarments for hours of park walking. And I have my perfect answers.
I have boxer briefs. That's what I wear.
Stephanie got me some super breathable, dry fit kind of material boxer briefs that I've been rocking lately that are kind of lightweight. And I mean, there's no P-flap, and I really don't like that because I'm an unzip and go guy. But aside from that, it's like wearing nothing at all without the chafing.
I never had a problem with that. I wear briefs, and I never had a problem with chafing or monkey butt or any of it. Yeah.
The thing is that you have to be
I don't
careful with
sweat
the
a lot.
boxer briefs.
Oh, see,
I sweat a lot.
Whew.
I'm always sweating. I'm sweating in the winter. Like, in the snow, I'll be sweating.
And 2 days this week, I was so out of it getting ready for work that I forgot to put on deodorant, and you couldn't tell. I don't sweat. I don't.
You're like my sons, Tim. They don't put on deodorant either, and they're at that age where they really should look into wearing some deodorant now.
Well, see, the difference is if I don't put on deodorant, I don't smell like spoiled milk.
They just smell like 13-year-old boys.
Onions and spoiled milk.
Uh-huh. And they shower like religiously, but they can't remember to put on fucking deodorant.
I'm gonna echo Mikey here, and breathable underwear, the compression shorts that you would wear like under basketball shorts or under your soccer shorts. I wear that when I play golf. It's unbelievably comfortable. It keeps you cool, keeps you dry, and you don't have to worry about things getting out of place.
Because
See, but compression shorts for me, I sweat more in them.
I don't know that these mine are compression shorts, but
Oh, see, mine are like they're like spandex material. They're really, really comfortable.
No, there's a difference between compression and spandex. Compression actually kind of tightens everything up.
Yeah, I mean, I call them compression shorts. I mean, they're pretty.
No, compression, like, there's like compression, like, it's not like just like a spandex sleeve. It's actual made tight so that it actually holds your muscle.
Oh no, not like
your
that.
muscle.
Not like that.
Good, where you're wearing spandex shorts.
They're actually Hanes X Temp Performance Ultra Lightweight underwear.
that's what I've got.
Yeah, they're moisture wicking.
They are amazing.
I'm just thinking compression like underwear for men would not be a good idea.
No. Well, he's playing golf, though, so he's worried about where his balls go.
This is true.
But I don't know why
up
he's
inside
worried
him
about
at this
exerting
point.
himself to the point of sweating, because he's just playing golf.
Dude. More sport than you think. For women,
were you in a cart?
no, I was walking actually.
Do you have a cart for your clubs? You got a sling over your shoulder, like a backpack thing.
Sling.
I have a dual strap carry bag. I will say this. So Saturday I played in my annual Ryder Cup outing, and there's drinking involved in this, so that's why I'm going to tell a story. The first 9 holes, my partner and I are getting our ass whipped. We lost 3-2, which means we lost 3 holes with 2 to play. We had a long delay because of a bridal party and a wedding that was going on at the venue. So we had almost 45 minutes to sit between the 9th and the 10th hole. What do? We go to the bar. And we each get a dram of Dewar's 12. It's not... No, Dewar's 12 is actually really, really good. And then we drop the cart and we say, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to walk. So we walk the back 9. My partner and I ran train on our 2 competitors. One of them is a sheeter, Eric Siegel. We destroyed them 4-2 and 4-3.
I still don't know what any of that
It's like
Golfers will get it.
It's like you're telling me tennis scores. Did someone have love? Did someone get really mad and yell at the line judge and then get fined?
There was love. There was love involved. But we owe our win to the power of doers. So, Aaron Murray wants to know what's the shortest and what's the longest trip you've ever done.
All of mine have been the same,
Longest
but the
was-
second one seemed like it took forever to get over with because of the
Hurricane.
circumstances. Yeah. I mean, okay, you know what? No, every trip is the shortest I've ever been on. No matter how long it is, it's always too short.
Shortest is 2 days. Longest is 10.
We did 11
We did 11 one year.
and 5?
5 was our shortest.
10
Yeah.
10 is entirely too long to be at Disney World.
11 is way too long.
Yeah.
If you think 10's too many, he says.
Yeah, it was done.
We did that a few years in a row, and it was just like, I don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Well, one was a big family trip too, so
Yeah. And that was 10 days too long.
yeah. From the time we got there, it was too long.
Whose family?
Well,
Oh,
it was mine and his parents, so.
some bitch.
See, Matt, just again, would you do the parks without your spouse? So basically a solo trip.
Would I? Yes. Would I have a spouse when I could return home? Probably
Yeah, exactly.
not.
I wouldn't be married anymore.
Yeah,
I
I
could do it.
I'd be
but-
taking a lot of extra solo trips.
I've done, I guess, Animal Kingdom for about 5 hours without my wife. It's not like, I mean, we went to Disney, but that particular park, you know, she left, and I was there with my brother-in-law, and we just kind of did the park for 5 hours with her.
That would be kind of hard for me to do with half my DVC points.
Well, the other thing with that is that if, let's say, one of us is not feeling well, I'm not going to ruin a vacation. Like, if I'm not feeling well, I don't expect him to sit around in the room with me.
Oh yeah, no. If I got food poisoning down in Disney,
Yeah.
I would tell Andrew to go to the parks without me.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Well,
I'm
that's
going to go
different.
ride
If
dinosaur.
we're both down there, yeah, but I'm not going to say, I'm going to Disney. What are you doing next weekend?
Yeah, right. You'd be like,
You're dead. That's what I'm doing next weekend.
You have to work Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to go to Disney.
Great, I got the weekend to dig the hole.
I've gotten 4 days off in a row. I've had all that week, like half a week off on my birthday.
Adam's like, what am I doing? I'm going down to the courthouse.
Oh, no. What am I doing? You'll see what I'm doing. You're going to Disney? Oh, okay, I'm just going to take a small weekend. I'm going to go visit my friends in California.
I'd be in the backyard with a shovel for a weekend. That's what I'd be doing.
Kyle Ostrander is channeling George Banks. Why do hot dogs come in packages of 8 and buns come in packages of 10?
Oh shit, I know this. Actually,
really?
yes.
I am removing the superfluous buns.
Just
It's
like
a Father of the Bride joke.
you know, just like fabric is sold by the yard, or you know, donuts by the dozen. Fucking butchers sell meat by the pound. And with the exception of, I don't know, a Kardashian, not many people can take a full pound of sausage without gagging. So they break it down into manageable sections, and about 1/8 of a pound is what is accepted now. So that's why there are 8 wieners in a package. Now, as far as the buns, I have no clue why that is.
Well, the buns I buy are coming.
Yeah, they've now started to come in packages of 8 as
But
well.
But the hot dogs that we buy are 7 in a pack.
What?
Hebrew Nationals are 7.
Oh,
in a
that's
pack.
right. They're a single layer. Although, well, you're getting a little bit more per hot dog than your standard
So we
bar
have,
S.
we always have one bun left over.
You know what's going to do with those buns, though? Actually, if you have pasta sauce or something, you can lay it down. You can have a tiny French bread pizza, little butter, little garlic on there, and then some pizza sauce and some cheese. Throw a
Or I just throw some butter on it and take it for breakfast.
Yeah.
well, I mean, you know,
And they're,
Nathan's has started doing bunwiches, basically putting like other stuff in the hot dog buns that they have and selling
I've
it.
done that.
doesn't
Yeah, I've
that
done
just
that
make
too.
it a sandwich? I mean,
Yeah,
why
it
would you
does.
call it
Pretty
a
much.
bunwich?
it's a little weird.
They call it a bunwich. It's clever. Clever
It's
marketing.
it's a hoagie at that point. Is all it is. It's a shitty little hoagie roll. It wants to be a baguette, but it never will.
Suzanne Roberts Fry wants to know, why does Adam hate Adim Dazelle so much?
Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem.
Hate Adele Dazeem. I think she's overrated. I don't think she is that great of a singer. She used to be.
She can't
But-
hit the notes for her Frozen song anymore.
Live.
Tim's Adam now.
We're all answering.
Adam, to you, most underrated and overrated Broadway star.
Most underrated Broadway star. Oh, jeez. I'm not current. I'm gonna be honest.
No, underrated
so I
that
couldn't-
you would call underrated of all time. Like that, not current or either someone that doesn't get the respect they deserve.
Kristen Chenoweth.
She's got an annoying voice.
Hands down, underrated. Holy crap!
I love
like
Kristen
just
Chenoweth.
like amazing.
She can
powerhouse
sing.
voice.
She can sing
you
her
know,
heart
body like she's like 5'0" and
Body like a back
But-
road.
but
No, she doesn't. She's
I know.
body like a highway.
Been driven a lot?
she's about like
No, straight.
she's tiny,
Yeah.
No,
she's-
she's had work done.
but she's a powerhouse. Yeah, she has.
Oh.
Have you ever seen was it Four Christmases? She plays the mom who's still nursing, opposite Clara Anyway, it's a thing. She's, you know what? I loved her in that sitcom about the pie and the guy who could kill people.
I don't remember that.
But she's a really strong actress, and she's an amazing singer.
Not a good
Amazing
Maleficent.
big voice.
So most overrated?
She wasn't Maleficent.
No, the Descendants.
Oh,
So then
okay.
she was.
Most overrated then.
Most overrated?
A Demon Dezo.
Who am I gonna go with? It's one of two.
Adele Dazeem.
There's two that
Adele
yeah,
Dazeem
I don't-
is...
But she's not on Broadway anymore, so I don't know if the thing is she got too big for her britches, and she will never return to Broadway because she can't continue.
I bet
she
she comes
won't be
back.
able to perform.
I bet she comes back at
No,
some
she
point.
won't.
She needs money.
She
She'll need money
just
eventually.
dropped another album. She just dropped. Nah, she's not coming back. Nobody's gonna want her.
I don't really know any Broadway people.
Hamilton. You know
yeah,
Hamilton.
I know Hamilton. I will say
overrated.
Christopher Jackson is really underrated. He's phenomenal. He was Simba. He was Simba in The Lion King. He's really good. He was Moana's dad singing voice.
Okay.
He's really good. I like him. Aaron Bench wants to know, why is Trenton called the Angry Amish Man?
Have you seen him?
Have you heard him?
And Bob
That's
Bozanak
self-explanatory.
wants to know, and why is he so angry?
Because
He
there
just-
is no
that's
more
the way he was
sugarcane
made.
mojito.
Oh.
The truth is, he is not as cranky in person as he is on the show.
No.
True.
I think on the show, he just gets to be cranky because he gets to voice his opinion, and sometimes while his opinion...
It's that chair.
It's
That
unsolicited.
spot is
The opinion.
always cranky.
Yeah. And he really is not as cranky in person. Or when you're away from opinionated things. He's just very opinionated, actually.
He's a millennial,
Yes.
and I think we've answered the question with that
Yes,
statement.
that is the answer. C-Madge wants to know, what is your favorite thing about hosting the podcast? And part B is, what is your least favorite thing about hosting the podcast? No cop-out answers. Mikey.
Well, I mean, when it's my turn to sometimes lead this train wreck, I don't know. I like sometimes getting a good topic and being able to just go with it. And when everybody's clicking, it makes for an amazing show. I love when everybody's clicking and God, it's great. But damn it, it's rough when fucking Skype freezes and someone's mic stops, and that's the part I hate the most is
That's exactly what's happening right now.
It just happened when you said
did it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I hate all of the technology we have to use to record this, but I love when it all comes together. Which probably is a cop out. Shit, I don't know. We don't host. Mostly it's Scott.
That is not true. Tim, what about you?
All right. So my favorite thing about doing the show is just talking about Disney every week. I mean, it's not it sounds like a cop-out answer, but it's not a cop-out answer because it's what we're passionate about. It's what we do. We took a thing that we were already doing behind the scenes
Drinking.
and talking about Disney,
Yeah.
and said let's share it with people who may or may not want to listen
Yeah.
to us.
Pretty much. Adam, what...
Wait. I had to get my
That's
words.
right.
And this is definitely not a cop-out answer because this is something we deal with every week. And what you guys don't see is when it comes time to trying to pick a fucking topic. We have 5 pretty strong personalities on this show, and it comes to butting heads a lot of times.
Well, that's because basically, like, Monday through Thursday, we're like, oh, we're fine. We got more days. Thursday afternoon.
and life.
What
gets
are we
in the way.
doing? I don't fucking know.
No, that's usually
This week up
Sunday
until
morning.
8:45. Somebody want to pick a
Yeah,
topic?
we had 3 topics planned for tonight. None of them made it.
Not one of them. That's our
This is true.
Adam,
At least
what
we
about
know
you?
what we're doing in 2 weeks. You're on your fucking own. The next
And we
week,
don't have to
Scott.
worry about what they're doing next week.
That's true. We're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
we
Frozen.
do, Tim. Oh yeah, we do.
No, you don't have to worry about it. You just have to
we might
listen
be out
to
of a
it
job
later.
when we come back.
Yeah. Okay, so what do I like the most is actually the people that I've met. Is that fair? Like the relationships that I've formed because of this. There would have been no way in hell that I would have ever talked to or met as many people as I've had because of this podcast. There's just no way. It's not feasibly possible. I don't travel enough. I don't get around enough to actually meet all these people from everywhere. The thing that I hate the most is homework.
Yes. I'm sorry. I generally give the homework.
It's like I work a lot. I'm always working, and then I have homework from work, and then I have homework for the show, and I'm like, oh, god damn, sometimes this is just my brain's not firing, and I'm not feeling creative enough, and it just fucking sucks sometimes.
My favorite part about hosting the show is really twofold. I have two answers. One, that I get to hang out with four of my friends, drink, and talk about Disney, and I love it. I also love editing the show. I have, over the last 8 months, I found that I love doing it. I actually really do. It allows me to express a little bit of right brain creativity, which I hide in my normal job, and I get to have fun with it. My least favorite part of the show? Editing the show sometimes. Because there are times when I take a 3-hour cut and bring it down to almost 2 hours. Because there's a lot of stuff you don't hear that is just either it is someone swearing at the computer, or
Somebody having to go for a pee break, and we just have a totally 20-minute conversation about nothing.
and then that pee break, which is only about 2.5 minutes, turns into a 40-minute conversation about Star Wars and Jar Jar Binks. And that's just stuff that doesn't make it on the show. But
Hater's gonna be so hating.
yeah, and it's a lot of fun for me to edit the show, but at the same time, there's some days I'm like, I just don't want to do it this week. But all in all, I do love doing it. It's been a lot of fun. And I, over the last almost year and what are we on? Year and 9 months?
Since July,
Something
no,
like
since
that.
February of 2017.
So year and 7 months. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Truth be told. David Thacker wants to know, where do you find the coldest Miller Lite? I'll answer that. That's in the polar ice caps.
That's in the urinal bedroom.
You can get them in the
don't-
the little gift shop.
It's
your
usually the
resort?
stuff that's left over after a barbecue. In the ice chest. They're really cold because nobody's drinking.
I can usually find them over at my brother-in-law's because he likes Miller Lite, and I drink a lot of Miller Lite in my day. So I'm not above any beer, even hams.
There was a bar that we used to go to in law school called the Northside Tap, and they would basically throw all of their ice into the urinals. Not sure why, but there was ice in the urinals.
It cuts down the
'Cause-
smell.
It cuts down to cell, and people forget to flush. From it.
That is where you'll find the coldest Miller Lite. We have a question from this guy, Miley Weisenhunt. Not sure who that is. She wants to know, what was your favorite episode to listen to, and what was your favorite episode to record?
There's been so many. It sounds so stupid, but
Oh, I know what my favorite episode to record was. That's easy.
What's that?
Ellen's funeral.
Yes, that was a lot
See,
of
that
fun.
that was
That was a
my
lot of
favorite
fun.
to listen to because I wasn't there for any of it,
that's right.
and that was my favorite to listen to.
Ellen's funeral, episode 28, was my favorite episode to record. It was a lot of fun. We had a creative time with that. Also coupled with that, I want to say my next favorite episode to record that we did was episode 77, and that was Dinner at Tiffin's. I really enjoyed
That was
doing
fun
that.
too.
Yeah, that was
I think I liked Ellen better though. I had more fun with Ellen.
Yes, we had a lot of fun with Ellen. So did Mikey.
I did after y'all left.
the worst episode, the hardest episode to listen to now, though? What was the rest of the question?
No,
I'm so
your
sorry.
your
favorite episode
one
to listen to.
That's what Miley was getting at. Twerk it out.
I would also say the Ellen episode. The Ellen episode was awesome.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed the way that flowed.
Go
ahead, Tim.
My favorite one to listen to was the Christmas special.
Oh yeah.
See, but I didn't know if we're counting that as an episode or not.
It's an episode.
Okay.
The one with the dogfight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, that was episode 45, Mikey. Episode 45 is the one where we planned our holiday parties, our corporate holiday parties.
You know, where Scott took everybody on a tour around World Showcase.
Yeah, it made you walk the entire 1.25 miles around World Showcase.
The Golden Mile.
Yeah.
Come on, say your comment, Scott. It's 3 steps. Come on, you have to say it.
It is 30 feet from the bar to the dining room. Well, whatever.
My favorite to record was actually the Jeopardy one.
Oh, Jeopardy, yeah. That was fun to record, too.
But Jeopardy was fun because it by the end, when I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but when you get to the end, the winner and the amount that they won with was we couldn't have scripted that any better. So it was.
I just thought of another one. The Newlywed Game one.
Oh, in the Butt Bob.
Oh my God! Yeah. Was that me again?
That was episode.
Me again.
That was episode 41.
That wasn't even the topic. That was just me. Yeah, I'm not trying to make myself sound smart. Okay, you know what? You got to get me off of game shows because we're going to be doing Wheel of Fortune here in about 2 months.
Oh
That'd
God!
be kind of hard to do live.
He'll figure it out.
Life finds a way, Tim.
Yeah, in the Butt Bob was our perfect date night, our ultimate date night at Walt Disney World. That was fun. That was actually fun to research and kind of spend someone else's money.
My wife has the chicken dish.
Yeah.
And Pinot Gringos. Peyote Gringo.
Okay. This is going to be a very, very intimate question. What other host would you spend the week with in Disney World? This is by Chris Trostel, admin. What other host would you spend the week with in Disney without your spouse? C-Maj says, add on same bed. And then Chris says, who's the big spoon, little spoon? So, 3 questions. Mikey.
This is such a weird ass question.
It started off okay, and then it got weird.
Yeah, it went okay, and I'm like, I could kind of.
Well, it's C-Maj and Chris involved. So of course
I don't know. At the risk of making someone's feelings hurt.
No, you won't hurt my feelings. Trust me.
Actually,
you're not gonna hurt my feelings.
Right now, I'm gonna say Scott.
What?
Just because he'll have rich things for us to do.
And he's the smallest, so he takes up the least amount of space in the bed.
Ask Andrea. That is not true.
And obviously, I'm gonna be Big Spoon.
Go.
I just don't want anyone that would threaten my masculinity. Because I'm like a champagne. I'm a brute.
All right, Adam. What about you? Who are you spending some time in Disney with, and who are you spooning?
I think it's a stupid reason, but I want to take Mikey. And the reason why is because he hasn't experienced Disney the way I know how to do it.
I can't find it.
And there's stuff that I feel that I can show him.
Carousel
that would
Progress.
be seeing it through. Well, not just Carousel Progress, but I feel there's stuff that I would be able to show him in the parks that he probably might not have saw or missed that I would get to see again through somebody else's eyes. So I think I would take Mikey for that reason.
Tim, what about you?
I'm gonna have to say Trenton because everybody picked everybody else, but Trenton also seems like he just needs some cuddling.
Why am I the only one
needs
who
to
had
be
to
less
answer the
angry.
bedroom question?
No, Tim just said he needs some cuddling.
I just said that he needs some cuddling.
But
I did answer.
Adam's getting
I did
fucking
answer.
twin beds apparently in this scenario.
don't like cuddling when I sleep because I sweat. So just the thought of that.
So do I. So we're both going to be on top of the comforter.
Yeah, exactly. On separate sides
Doing
of the
this
bed.
all night long. We're going to be fanning ourselves going, God bless, it's so hot in here.
So,
Can you move
Last
your
night,
arm
oh
by
my
the
God.
air conditioner
Right
so
from
it
under my
clicks
head.
on?
so I'm going to take Tim because Tim and I are going to just bouge it up. I mean, we're going to go bouge to the wall at Disney, and we're going to go some fine dining. We're going to drink some fine.
We got some rich stuff.
yeah, we got rich stuff to do.
That's a new shirt coming. Just Scott's face gilded in gold. Let's do rich stuff.
Am I like the collector from Guardians?
Oh no.
All right, so Aaron Benj wants to know what other podcasts do you guys listen to other than yourselves? I mean, obviously we're the best, so you need to listen to us.
Well,
but
are we talking? I have to ask a dumb question. Are we talking just Disney?
In general.
in general,
Okay.
Disney or not?
Oh, I'm eclectic as fuck, though. Somebody else should go first.
I like Serial.
I love Serial.
I think they've
Serial.
only got 2 seasons, but I like Serial.
They just started a new
new
one.
one's out.
They just started a new one.
Good.
Yep.
Something those 2 on the plane ride to New York. But I also, and I just got CMAG turned on to this. If you like Star Trek, there's an awesome podcast that's kind of like an audio drama, like that We're Alive zombie podcast was, but it's got like a whole like 30 actors and stuff like that, and it's called Star Trek Outpost. I think they got like 4 or 5 seasons. It's and every episode is like 45 minutes to an hour long. I mean, it's like listening to an episode of Star Trek on a TV in another room while you're doing dishes. Okay.
I like that.
I like that. And like I said, I like Serial as well. That's what I listen to.
Adam, what about you? Are you still not ready?
I'm ready, but there's a list.
Okay, go for it.
I listen to a lot of podcasts when I'm getting ready when I drive to work. So, right now, some of my favorites, Lore. Love Lore. Miscellaneous, which is what we're on as well. Myths and Legends, which is another one I just started listening to, which is really, really interesting. Radio Harambe. Disney Dudes. I can be here for hours. This is all I do. I listen to podcasts. I still listen to Welcome to Night Vale. I don't know if anybody else still listens to that but me, but it's weird and it's fun. If I have to say one of my Diz Explorers I listen to, the Jim Hill podcast group, I listen to all of those. Oh, God. Wedway Radio I used to listen to, but I stopped because the episodes are way too long.
and they're canceled.
Yeah. Well, I have a whole bunch of canceled ones on here too. So, I mean, there's just been a bunch of podcasts. I'm always looking for new podcasts, but it's not always just Disney because a lot of the times it's stuff that I already know or stuff that I've already researched. So it's always something. I'm always looking for something with a new take on something. Right now, Myths and Legends just tells the stories of some of the Disney stuff that you don't necessarily know where the origins are from, and they tell the darker edge stories of like, I didn't realize how screwed up some of these stories were until I started listening to this podcast. And if you're interested in where a lot of this Disney stories originated from, definitely check out Myths and Legends.
Yeah. I like, Adam said a lot of the Disney podcasts that I also listen to, but Window to the Magic with Paul Berry out in Disneyland, basically it's like an audio tour through Disneyland. I really, really love that one. Lore's, of my non-Disney podcast, Lore, BSA Whiskey Underground, I do like that. I also am on that, so I'm partial to that. But then I have some Cardinal stuff. Some Best Podcast in Baseball is really good. Scoops with Danny Mac. Two Birds on a Bat is a good favorite of mine. Serial, like Mikey said, really, really good. It's a really well done show. And then I also like the British History Podcast. It's really fun telling of history with a little bit of like, it's almost like the Aladdin show at Disneyland. It's a little bit of pop culture meets history. Enjoy that a lot. So those are mine. Tim, what about you?
Well, I stopped listening to podcasts for a while because I couldn't in my truck. My radio broke in my old truck. I just got a new truck. so I'm just now getting back into them. But I mean, all the same Disney podcasts: Jim Hill, Mickey Dudes. What's this? I don't listen to some of the more popular ones that some other people might listen to, like some other short lawyers.
He's making me money though.
I also listen to Lore. I listen to Yankee Marshall, RuPaul's podcast, little eclectic mix.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say Between the Sheets with Laura Somoza, NSFW.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
But I'm interested in that Star Trek one you mentioned.
that was really good, and The Kingery, which I think is canceled, but it's a sci-fi outer space casino mafia kind of thing.
Matt Holmes wants to know, if you were given $3 million, would you have Iron Man armor tattooed all over your body? No.
No, we know what we would do.
Why would I have a $3 million tattoo?
If it couldn't function, no.
Yeah, what's the point?
$3 million bucks, and I'm pretty sure, like, if we were all, I think, collectively to get $3 million apiece, $15 million, I'm pretty sure there would be the Three Sheets Nation cul-de-sac at Golden Oaks.
Pretty much.
Yes, but no Iron Man armor.
No.
Shan Nichols wants to know, what led to Mikey Wisenhunt exposing the dinner plates for the first time?
Alcohol?
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol and heat.
Yeah, and 100 degrees in his garage.
It's Animal Kingdom hot down here in Arkansas, usually in the garage. I've got no ventilation. So, yeah, alcohol and heat. Because you do what you have to do to, I suffer from the month March through, mid-September. I suffer for you, the listener, down here, and stifling
You suffer
heat.
for your art.
And at times, I have to take a little bit of clothing off.
Sometimes a lot of bit of clothing.
Yeah, I've
Sometimes there's a naked chalupa involved.
I've done the show in Muskevies.
I'm going to answer this one. Sydney Burke wants to know, who's y'all's favorite cheater? And my answer for the four of us is going to be the one who invites the most people and tells them to answer the question. So get on that, cheaters. Invite the most people and tell them to answer the questions.
That was
Like a parrot, I can't answer that question.
a cop-out.
It was a
All my
cop-out. You're all
favorites.
my favorites.
You're all my favorite.
It is a cop-out.
We are legion. We are one.
Like whiskey, I love all of you.
We are Borg. They've all been assimilated.
Yeah, they have been assimilated.
We
Pretty
may as
much.
well be the Bobs. Dennis E. Taylor, Bobaverse. Look it up.
Matt Holmes wants to know, basically, last meal, if you're only to have one drink and one dish from WDW for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Define meal. Because I can cheat on this so badly, and I know I'm already.
We only have 5 minutes per question.
No, I'm saying just cheat on the question, the answer to my
So
question.
what's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal is a buffet. I can eat whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Boma Buffet. If I'm gonna cheat on
I'm
this,
doing Boma.
Boma Buffet. It's really good
I've
and
doing
adventurous.
I've not had it, so I don't because I'm still wet behind the ears. I would say is this is the only meal you can have forever and you just Groundhog Day every day.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is what you have. Fucking put me in the garden grill.
Yeah,
Well, that's family style there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I loved every course they brought out. I loved everything they brought out, and I think I may be the only holdover left, but I love being able to look over the wall and see the little farmhouse.
I'm gonna stick with my Lapu
yeah,
Lapu.
I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm getting a Lapu Lapu. It's just a classic drink. It's delicious. It's not overly sweet. It gets you fuzzy.
It gets you there.
Get your fuzzy
Yeah.
quick.
Yes, and you don't know
And it's
you're
the-
getting fuzzy.
Oh no!
Is the thing.
That's especially after you have three
I
of them.
sat down my
It's the
first
official
one,
drink of
and
Three Sheets Nations. We have
I
to say
took
Lapu
took
Lapu.
2 drinks and looked down there, and all I saw was the bottom of a pineapple, and I thought, well, fuck. Where has the rum gone?
Or if you're Sean Clifford after your 4th, but still not his drink.
Hey, I have occupied bench with that man in Trader Sam's. I am solely responsible for him being a cheater, and I will take that credit. although he did not have a Lapu Lapu that night, I did bring my pineapple down to Trader Sam's. So there's that.
Well, he's since then had 4 of them in one sitting. And then I'm going to say it because I love this part of the video. His wife Stephanie shared the video on, live on our Facebook page. As he finishes his 4th one, his son goes for the drink, and I love that.
That's awesome.
It must be good if Daddy's had 4.
Yeah. It was really funny. C-Madge also wants to know. He's got a lot of questions. He's got time on his hands.
It's like he never talks to us.
I know. If you were stranded on an island with no food, which host would you eat first? I'm safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to choose Mikey.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I'm a little gamey, but I'm tender.
Well, you can't choose Trenton because he's just bitter.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Since I can't eat myself, by default, I have to pick Tim. Because it's like when you order chicken wings or whatever, you look at the thing and you're like, well, there's you got the blades and you got the drumsticks, and nobody wants to go right for the blades. Everyone wants a little more meat on the drumsticks. So, Scott, Adam, you guys are blades. Tim's a bit more of a drumstick. Tim's kind of a turkey leg,
Yeah. See, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna have to go with Mikey because look, if you're choosing a steak, I want the ribeye.
That's you know what? Down here with the heat and humidity in Arkansas, I am definitely marinated.
So yeah, I'm going with Mikey
juicy.
as well.
And you know what? If you give me some booze a little bit, you can, it's like self-injectable marinade a little bit, and maybe I'll even give you the bone in.
Bob Boyle, I already know the answer to this question, but Bob Boyle wants to know, which Disney character would you divorce your spouse to be with?
Oh my!
So
Jeebus.
which Disney character would you divorce your spouse to be with? Mikey, just say it. Just say it.
No, everybody thinks you mentioned Cloaca one dozen times.
You mentioned Cloaca 50 or 60 times, and everyone thinks that that's all you care about.
After our last trip, I like me some Merida.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, what is with the gingers?
They stick together.
Man,
stick
that
together.
last trip, I don't know what the hell she was saying to me, but it's there's something about seeing someone with ginger hair, wig or otherwise, and no freckles. That means you're not. That's you're one of us, but you're not one of us. You're kind of an outsider, and that's exotic.
Mikey, they call those unicorns. Adam, what about you?
I really don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Because obviously we can't go with. And I want to go on record also by saying I don't necessarily mean the cartoon character necessarily because...
Oh, right, because she's like 14, 15.
Well, but she was being wed.
That's true, but that's also medieval Scotland, so...
Yeah.
I'm a medieval Scotsman.
Scotsman.
Whatever. There's only one of me. How much have you had to drink?
I've never thought about this.
Where you go, Tim? That's comforting.
Tim, you're safe.
Can I say Star-Lord?
You can say
Oh, Marvel's on the table?
Star-Lord.
Marvel's on
Marvel's on the table because I was going to say Thor. I'm with Stephanie. Thor.
Yeah,
I want to see some Thor penis.
There's a reason why he has those muscles. It's overcompensation for something. Star-Lord.
This is a tough one. I'm going to say Belle. I'm going to say Belle.
That's a hard second. And I mean, that's a
Provincial
hard
Belle
second.
or Yellow Dress Belle?
Provincial Belle. Yellow Dress Belle is just too done up.
Oh, no, I'm a yellow dress kind of guy.
I'm going to say Belle, and then a really, really close second is Jasmine.
See, I like Tiana, too. She
I
can
do
cook.
like. She can cook, and dude, girl can make some gumbo. Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh, Tiana makes some everything. And she looks good and
Beignets.
green.
Those
Because
man
fog.
catching. What is Charlotte called them? Man catching
Man catching
beignets.
beignets.
Yeah. C-Madge does want to know, what is the most questionable thing you have done in the park or on property? Because dipping into a kiddie pool is not questionable enough.
I don't know if I can answer that. I have to consult my lawyer.
Haven't really done anything that crazy on property that I can think
I puked
of.
on a playground.
Except for get super fucking
I puked
drunk.
on a playground. Actually,
Yeah,
no.
that's not
I
questionable.
I nearly puked on a playground. I held it in until I got to the room. But I was like super close to it at the All-Star, or no, Pop Century. Right by the 70s building. Be careful.
It's not like you walked out of the parks with restaurant property.
I can do that. Again.
That's our resident kleptos.
I mean, I'm sure I broke wind somewhere, and like a kid walked through it.
You crop dusted a kid.
I'm call me Dusty.
That's one of the best things about going to Disney is crop dusting kids.
I mean, there's not a whole lot that
Especially
I don't.
obnoxious.
I'm not.
At Disney, you can crop dust everywhere. It's amazing. You're free.
You can.
You are free. You are absolutely free to just walk around World Showcase and just, vitamin mulch the fuck out of that place.
I mean, I wouldn't push one too hard though.
No, because you might gamble and lose.
Yeah, and I don't have good track record with that.
You got loose sphincters.
I mean, I say there's a pretty good trail you can follow. Yeah, Mikey's been here. What is this? Where's
Hansel
Liberty
and Gretel it?
Square?
Let's see. I think we got to the last of the questions. So I've got a couple of questions. What is one ride you have never done? What is one ride you've never done at Walt Disney World
You know my answers to this.
that you feel like you need to do, but you just never do it?
I don't think I
we've done
have
everything.
anything. At one point or another, I rode
I think I've done
everything.
So, all right, so for Tim, Adam, and I guess, what is one ride you will never do again?
Well, does
there's a whole
Stitch
list.
Nope,
count?
Stitch is gone. That's already closed.
That's a whole list.
What's a ride you first timer at Disney World and they have a week?
Teacups, I will never do again.
Okay.
I will throw up everywhere.
Primeval
literally.
Whirl.
Yeah, I'm in a second Primeval Whirl. I've done that twice.
love that one.
I have kidney stones that are now loose and vertebrae that are also loose.
See, I didn't have that bad of experience on
Yeah,
that. I can't do spinny things, and teacups will destroy me.
When
for the rest
Scott
of the day,
rides,
so.
when Scott and Ethan ride that, Scott has to sit, to the outside.
Of the Primeval Whirl, he's not tall enough yet.
Yeah.
I'm not tall enough.
Well, how'd you get on it?
Platform shoes.
Let's wait for that. Stuffed baseball cards in my shoes.
It was,
Why do you think he keeps his hair
That's
so
right.
high?
Gives me that extra lift so I can get on the big rides.
it's like a peacock.
Mikey, what is one ride you were most looking forward to doing on this trip in November?
Well, it's not going to be Castle of Progress. We're not going to Magic Kingdom.
Still baffles me how you didn't get on that ride.
I couldn't find it twice.
I just
Twice.
can't believe you couldn't
That-
find
that-
it. That's the
that's
thing
what
that
I
hurts
looked
my
for
head
it.
the most.
Yeah.
Because I looked for the
Did you look for it like
mover.
this?
Couldn't find it either. Well, that would have been how I would have done it. I've been looking like a pirate with that, Captain
Mike-
Ron.
Mikey, I just have one request. By the way, Captain Ron Disney film.
It is. What the hell? It shows titty.
We'll touch that. I want your ginger hair face on a Thor Dark World. Is that it? The one where he has to get the eye patch, or is that Ragnarok?
That would have been Yeah, it's the tail end of Ragnarok.
Okay.
Yeah, the very end of Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I want you as Thor, and then I guess me as Rocket, because apparently I'm Rocket Raccoon.
You're not nearly angry enough to be or hairy enough to be Rocket Raccoon. If
I
anyone's
think that's
Rocket
Trent.
Raccoon,
Yeah,
it's
that doesn't
Trenton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarcastic,
you're-
angry, and hairy.
You're pretty much Groot.
I'm Groot? I am Groot. I am Groot.
You know, I would say Tim's kind of a Drax.
You can see
Adam's Gamora.
I was gonna say the little moth lady who can, you know, like real in touch with
God,
everybody's
even worse.
feelings. He's like the Mothman, I guess.
So, Mikey, ride you're most looking forward to?
See what parks we got. Yeah, Frozen. Because I haven't done it.
Overrated.
Fair enough, but I
Yeah.
haven't done it yet. Granted, I've done Catch on the Progress, but that's not going to be on the table this trip. I've not done Frozen, and I want my chance to ride through there and come out, and then tell Trenton, really? Not my Maelstrom.
You need to have that Not My Norway shirt when you ride that.
I'll have my Valhalla shirt when I ride it.
All right, so look, as we get closer to our sheet up in November, this kind of show was a lot of fun. It allows the sheeters to kind of get to know us, get to know our little quirks. Adam, Tim, and Mikey, have a wonderful time on your cruise. We will miss you. I don't want to talk about Frozen for 2 hours, but I'm going to take one for the team probably because it's just what he loves.
Maybe the two of you could like Imagineer a Moana ride, or a Moana attraction, or you know.
It's gonna be cars with bubbles going under the water, and
Well, all I have to do is say,
You'll
"Hey,
suffocate.
let's do something classic and let's talk about Cinderella." And he's gonna be like, "Never seen it.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. What are you talking about?"
Is that the bitch that can't keep up with her shoes?
what you could do is just play the loop of the resort TV show, the resort TV channel.
There you go. We will
There you
welcome
go.
you back when you come back. Love to hear. We're gonna love to hear all about your sheeters on the high seas. The 3 day 7 night cruise around the Caribbean, around the Atlantic Ocean.
We're doing Halloween.
You are doing Halloween. We look
It's how
forward to
it's-
pictures. From what I understand,
Hopefully, we do not get arrested on Bermuda.
there's a rumor going around. There's a little rumor going around that there's some pretty epic Halloween costumes in play.
We will not be discussing, confirming, nor denying any of this.
There you go, Adam.
Mine's
Well
amazing.
spoken.
Next question, please.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. We look forward to seeing all of your pictures when you return from the Shooters on the High Seas. So, Mikey, some Magical Meltdown.
You know, look. I mean, this is going to drop before or after, rather. I don't timeline well. If you haven't already seen it posted on the Facebook group, because you're not a member, because you're lame, and for some reason you've decided you don't like people that are awesome,
Or you just didn't answer the question.
or you refuse to answer questions, be sure and order your Pour Tour. Pour Tour. You know, they're spelled the same, they're pronounced similarly, but it doesn't quite roll off. You know what?
Parkour?
Get your drinking around the
Parkour!
world 3 sheets
Parkour!
official Pour Tour lanyard. You'll look official, especially when you're out there with, 30 other people wearing this same thing, getting your check marks off all the way around the Golden Mile there at World Showcase. So, make sure you go to themagicalmeltdown.com and place your order for that. You'll get the badge and a lanyard and a little bitty marker because, you got to have something to scribble with. Also, the sheet up's coming up, and if you're going to be a participating member of the sheet up, make sure you have some Magical Meltdown shirts to wear, because everybody who knows what that is will recognize you in the park.
Go over to Magical Meltdown, www.themagicalmeltdown.com. Check out all the glassware. I'm drinking out of the stemless 3 Sheets to the Mouse Gracie Manor wine glass. It's brilliant. It keeps your wine in a container, and it keeps you
it comes in a container, a bottle.
Okay, yeah, but you can't drink out of the bottle unless you're Betty White.
Well, you can.
I mean, you can.
You sure can.
And I'm sure I have.
I know
I'm sure
I have.
we've got sheeters that have. I'm looking at you, Jordan.
Not King Stefan, but the lute player at King Stefan's feast in Sleeping Beauty drank straight out of the bottle.
Oh, Gerald.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Gerald's a bit of a lush. I don't know what the fuck his name is. He didn't have a name. No one names the lute player because it's not even a guitar. It's a lute. Like someone said, ooh, how can we emasculate this instrument? Well, let's call it a flute. No, man, fuck that. Let's just call it a lute.
Go over to www.themagicalmeltdown.com. Check out all their glassware. Check out all the stuff there. T-shirts, stickers, throw pillows, tapestries. You name it, they got it.
Totes. Magoats.
Tapestries. We have many tapestries.
A plethora.
So as we finish up this week, Adam, bon voyage.
Yes. Ciao.
Give me some closing remarks tonight.
Well, I'm looking forward to the sheet up. Looking forward to hanging out with all you people. I really don't have much. I have been packing and getting stuff ready for the past 2 weeks, it feels like. So, we'll see you all soon in November. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you all next week. Or I won't, but somebody will.
We'll talk to you about Frozen next week. Tim!
Yeah, I mean, 1.5 years in the making. The cruise is finally here. When this episode drops, we will be somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Hopefully not killing each other, but just getting drunk. Just make it of the boat. Just put the boat and say bye. Because I may or may not have fucked with a couple of cheaters tonight, tell them that we're closing the group. Some of them committed suicide. I don't know what happened.
They drank themselves to death.
Yeah, next month is the sheet up, and it just seemed like 2 weeks ago it was so far away, and now it's here. So
1.5 years ago, it seemed like it was so far away, and now it's here.
Yeah.
How far away was the damn cruise? What episode was that? I mean, that's been forever. When that was sprung on me.
God, that was like
September
episode 20.
Of October.
it was way before your 30. It was like right just before your 38th birthday.
No, that was episode 20.
So go back and listen to it, folks. If you want to hear what it's like to have your sister-in-law and your wife surprise you with a Disney cruise, and you don't really know what to say because it's what you've been asking for a year and a half.
Ever.
Yeah, absolutely. It was where we mostly talk about stuff, or mostly talk about cruises, but also surprise Mikey with a birthday present.
Yeah, because basically,
it was a ploy.
You guys had been talking about cruises because you were all supposed to be going on a cruise and I wasn't, and I didn't even want to record it because it was like I was fucking pissed the whole time because my wife didn't want to go on a cruise.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to fucking do this. This is fucking horse shit. Whatever, man. This is some serious horse shit. Y'all want to do this shit. You know how bad I want to go on a cruise and can't. So fuck y'all. And then we're recording it, and then I get surprised. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. You were all in on it.
Yep. So, guys, I'm going to miss you next week. A lot. A lot.
All right.
So, I will say to the three of you, there are good ships and wood ships. Ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships. May they always be. So, ladies and gentlemen, to our three hosts that are setting sail, please return. Please return.
Come back soon.
Come back soon.
Oh, let me throw this in there too.
Yes.
And God, because I'm a horrible person, it's not just Tim and Adam, me and my wife, and the Namdoogs going. We've got a sheeter named Cheryl Pavia who's also going to be accompanying us on this cruise, and I feel like an ass because I forget. So, yeah, we get to meet Cheryl, which is just my first. No, not my first cheater because Shan and anyway, she's been living in a whole
Your
other
first
country.
international cheater.
First international.
Well,
cheater.
she's from
international.
Jersey. She's from Jersey.
Yeah, but she lives in
Yeah,
Switzerland.
but she's from Jersey.
Hey, that's international.
Well,
Have you
to
been to
Arkansas?
Jersey?
Come, yeah,
Arkansas.
We're like a
I've been through
foreign
Jersey.
country
It
here.
was unimpressive.
We're like a foreign country
Yeah.
here. Okay.
Pennsylvania was fun. Got to see someone have a huge accident inside of a tunnel.
So, as you guys set sail, have fun, go do boat things that boat people do, and
I'm gonna have a boat snack.
I'm on a
yeah,
boat.
I want to see some "I'm on a boat" recorded. So, from all of us here at Three Sheets Mouse, thank you for making our show part of your Disney life. Thank you for your time, this time, and until next time, which is not soon enough, guys. Come back. So long for just a while.